Awesome. That we have a penchant to just take places over when we go places, and I love it because we're us. So this is super cool. So thank you guys for being here. This is an expression of appreciation and love for what y'all do for us, and an opportunity for different people in different parts of the enterprise to commingle and get to know each other. For example, some of the people on the board at Grindstone don't know some of the people who are in the field with Caleb House. And we should fix that because everybody in here is pointed in the same direction. You may be aware, approximately Succotish of last year, that man right there ordained me as a pastor. Praise Yah. It was an honor. And one of the things I've been thinking about is that is an outward expression and commitment to walk only in the ways of Yah. Which means, therefore, everything that's downstream from that and downstream from this, whether it be business or it be ministry, is for the glorification of Yah. It's for His esteem. So we have businesses, we have 501c3s, we have different means and methods that we use to bring glory to Yah, but all of it is to bring glory to Yah. Everybody tracking on that? Like the Grindstone mission, incredibly important. Caleb House mission, incredibly important. The Refuge mission, incredibly important. The Bear Independent mission, incredibly important. And they're just different tools in the toolkit to save people's lives. For the preservation of life, which is the whole point of the Torah in the first place, preservation of life. And so how we do those things may vary. Who we do those things with may vary. But the goal is the same. And the reason I bring this up is because the people suffer for lack of vision. What's the goal? Preservation of life. Serve Yah. Love Him with everything that you've got. And love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22:36. On that hangs all the Torah and the prophets. And if you don't know what to do, you do those two things. Right? Our brother Saul calls them general orders, number 1 and number 2. Execute on those two things. How we do that may look differently. Maybe it's sewing ballistic nylon, which may not seem like a super righteous thing to do. Maybe it's buying a cup of coffee and having a conversation with somebody you know is an absolute piece of shit. But we need to know more about this guy. Maybe it's being on the phone with somebody and selling them a first aid kit. Maybe it's running a Discord channel. All these things are different tools in our toolkit that we use for the preservation of life, to bring people back to the Father, because they're going to be dead without. That's what we do. How we do it varies, but that's what we do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. One might think that having been ordained as a pastor, maybe I would soften around the edges a little bit. I have tried. It's not going so great. If anything, it has required me to become more ruthless. And when I say ruthless, what I mean with that is ruthless with my time, which is something we were just talking about. Ruthless with my associations, who I will spend time with and who I will not. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And ruthless with my execution, because there's only so many hours in the day. And there are things I have to do for Yah. There's a handful of things that I would like to do. There's a handful of things that would be nice to do, but there's a whole bunch of things that I have to do. And without my awesome wife and kids supporting in the doing of that, I'd be screwed. Straight up. And without y'all supporting us in the doing of that, we would all be screwed. So I've had to get more ruthless, not nicer, which is a challenge in of itself. And the encouragement there for all of us, Pareto principle. What should I be doing to further the mission here? Whatever the mission is. Forsake not the widow and the orphan. Shipping 7,000 Bibles. Praise Yah. 7,000. That's not nothing. We started a case of Bibles. Does anybody remember how much it cost?
250.
$214.80. Didn't have it. Prayed to Yah. I need 215 bucks. You give me 215, I'll buy a case of Bibles. Next day, at the bottom of our website, Monica put it in. I thought it was stupid. Buy me a coffee. And you could hit it and it would send $3 via PayPal to my PayPal account. And Monica was like, we'll put it in there. It'll be nice if somebody wants to buy you a coffee. Next morning, I wake up, brushing my teeth, checking emails at the same time, and somebody paid me 215 bucks. And the note was, I don't know why I'm sending this to you, but you do. So we bought our first case of Bibles. $214.80. We've given away, not total shipped. I don't know how many total we've shipped. We've given away 7,000. Praise Yah. There are people out there who are struggling and who are hurting. Some of them spiritually, some of them physically, some of them financially. And our mission as a corpus, as a body, is to minister to these people to the best of our ability. To use the tools in the toolkit that we have to go help them, to save them. It might literally be pulling kids out of a place where they're being horrifically abused in the middle of the night. And that's incredibly important. It's not any more important than sending somebody a Bible, or responding to an email, or praying with somebody, or selling them a first aid kit, or making sure the permaculture at Caleb House gets nailed, whatever it might be. And so my vision for this is that we continue to use the giftings and the talents and delights that the Father has given us to be his hands and feet, his tools in his toolkit, to accomplish this mission, preservation of life, to the best of our ability. That's what we do. Is everybody tracking on that?
Tracking.
Awesome. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Eat meat, drink whiskey. Shalom.